Yes, again, friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am your friend Captain Naresh, and we are taking a session of how to remain in motivation, how to be successful and happy in our life. Friends, it has been noticed many people they don't understand the meaning of happiness. The happiness they look is pleasures. They consider pleasures as happiness, like eating food in a restaurant is happiness. But after eating food or after enjoying some holiday, what happens? Are you still happy? The entire happiness is that when you are internally you are happy, and even if you don't go for any restaurant or any holiday, but still you feel happy around yourself. A self contented person is always happy, but the man who looks happiness outside in activities, going to cinema, drinks, drugs, that is all very, very temporary. It gives a pleasure of some time and then again it puts you back in a depression or a low thinking, which can lead to some serious illness. That is why there are clubs, laughter clubs. There are clubs which gives you a psychological lessons how to remain happy, how to overcome your sadness. Sometimes they use medicines, drugs to remove your sadness, but that is all temporary. Friends, if we do not learn how to remain happy, we can never be happy if our inside is sad. If you are internally sad, if I put you in the heavens, that will become hell for you. If on the earth, if I put you in the Switzerland, you won't like it. But if you are internally happy, a small village in India, in Bharat, you will enjoy the life like a king. The players don't give happiness. You have seen many people, many big kings like Alexander the Great. You must have gone through the history. He won half of the world, but at the time of death, he told, "Keep my hands out of the grave, so the people should know that I have taken nothing from this world." He was not enjoying the life, he was just enjoying the war and territory he had. The same thing happens with us. Sometimes we enjoy only the bank balance, and sometimes we enjoy small activities, and that doesn't give us pleasure. Well, friends, to begin today's session, let's pray to God Krishna, who has given this knowledge, or who has given the courage to talk to you, and his message, whatever he wanted to give. That's what I believe. सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विशुद्धपते आदिहेतवे ताप्तविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमो नमः। 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 बोल भगवान श्री कृष्ण की जय। श्री नंद के लाला की जय। श्री देव की नंदन श्री कृष्ण की जय। श्री द्वारकाधीश भगवान श्री कृष्ण की जय। बोल देवादिदेव पूर्ण ब्रह्म भगवान श्री कृष्ण की सदा ही जय। जय श्री कृष्ण फ्रेंड्स, गुड डे friends. We have been discussing that how to get a motivation of such a way that we remain happy. But unfortunately, we are happy from outside, but internally we are not happy. Number of things, hurts, dislikes, inferiority complex, something or the other keeps on running in our internal mind and thus keeps us in disorder. Friends, in this world, most of us are disorganized due to materialistic living and thoughts. We think of pleasures, all are materialistic, but we never think anything that can give us happiness forever. The small things, small money, small bank balance. If you say, for example, you are living in a one-bedroom hall and now you have got a huge palace. Was any way your sleep level has changed? And when you were living in one bedroom hall, were you eating grass? And when you are in palace, are you starting eating gold? No, you are eating the same chapati, same rice, same vegetables. Only the environment has changed around you. But have you changed internally? Some people, they don't have anything, but they are full of life. And some people, they have all the richnesses around them and they do not know how to live even. There was a time, you must have gone through that there were many people who committed suicide. They were very famous. They were very famous, very handsome, very beautiful, lots of money. But still they committed suicide because money did not give them the happiness. The big house, the big car, beautiful wife, and all friends who are making friends with you because you are rich will not give you satisfaction. No doubt it will give you a temporary satisfaction, and you are just compromising yourself in that and looking for happiness in that. But find out yourself how happy you are. In this way, what happens when we are disorganized, friends? We hear mechanically and we also understand mechanically. We are sitting here listening to this upload, or we are sitting to hear the Gita, but our mind has gone into the business. And we hear one word and rest of the words, rest of the sentence, we join ourselves whatever we thought of. Oh, it must be like this only. This is the meaning. And that reverses the meaning. Number of times it happens that we hear half the word or sentence and rest we add according to our interpretations and come out with the wrong meaning. This is what happens with us. The words are like seeds. The thoughts are like seeds. If sowed in a disorganized way, it will not become a plant or a tree, but will be like a dead bird and will go waste. Same way, if we do not know how to organize our life, the life goes waste. And in cycle of life and death with the same activities required, the name, fame, etc. We are more after the name, fame and other things. Then we think of happiness. If our mind runs after name, fame, pleasures, then we limit our energy to the objects only. Remember this, friend. When you are targeting your name, then you target an object. And how far you are targeting that object? Remember this. So what happens now? You have a target that, oh, my name. Like for example, there was one man. He heard that whosoever becomes the king of this kingdom, he gets a chance to write his name on the gold mountain in the heavens. This man thought, oh, that is the biggest fame. My name will be written on the mountain of the gold if I die, and forever everybody will know who am I. When this man started by hook or by crook, not sleeping at night, made an army of some people, and somehow he managed with a great difficulty to become the king. After the king, he was asked to do some prayers. He did those prayers, and after his death, he went to heavens. And when he went to heaven, he saw one watchman sitting outside the gate. He asked him in a very rude manner, "Who are you? Why have you come here?" He said, "You don't know? I am king of that particular kingdom. Who dies, he has the right to write his name on the gold mountain which is here, so that his name remains forever. As we call it in Hindi, Amar ho jaye." Now, the watchman looked at him with a very low sight, and as if some beggar has come. So, without giving him much respect, he said, "Go inside, there is a mountain of gold, you can write your name." He went there, and what he saw, that on the gold mountain, it was everywhere, there were not even an inch is there where he could write a name. Every place was filled with names. He said, "Oh my God, so many people are names are written and they are forever. They are known to each and every person, but I don't know even a single person whose name is written here." He went back to the watchman and said, "Could you tell me, there is no place to write my name? How do I write my name on the gold mountain?" He says, "You take one stone from here, rub that name out, clean it, and you write your name." He said, "You want me to clean it? This man his name is forever." He says, "There are so many names who come here forever, but there is nothing forever." So he learned at that time that he has wasted his life just for the sake of writing the name. This is what happens when we run after name, fame and pleasure. We limit our energy to the objects. But when we divert our energy towards God, Krishna, enlightenment, we get a motivation of success. That house, when we are satisfied, automatically motivation comes in front of us. Automatically success comes in front of us. Automatically happiness comes in front of us. And we convert in fullness of joy. Then our life is full of joy. That is the message is given in Gita by God. This is the message was given to the Arjuna. When he had a target and then finally his target vanished and he thought, I am fighting for the sake of God, for the sake of religion, for the sake of dharma. If we do our daily jobs with devotion towards it, then it becomes liberation. And the same work, if we do to achieve a certain goal, it becomes binding on us. Remember, friends, now we learned what is binding and what is free. When we do to achieve something, we are limiting ourselves to that particular thing. But when we are doing it as a duty and without expectation what will happen or not happen, that's my duty to do it. It will become liberation for us. Well, friends, you can think of it, how you're leading your lifestyle and whether how much motivation you got, how much success you are getting in your life, and are you really happy? Ask yourself, am I really happy? And if you are really happy, you must thank God that you are one of the few persons. Say, in 100, you are one of the few persons, say 4 to 5% persons who are really happy. Generally, it comes to 1% only. Well, friends, think of it, enjoy yourself. I take leave of you. Good day, goodbye, Jai Sri Krishna.